All right, let's see here. Right. Hi, guys. Well, welcome to Tugi's bedroom. Tugi still is not able to get on the, countryside, doing camping and stuff. But for you today, I put some new lights and some nice outfit going with the burgundy color. So I kind of like that. I don't know about you. I have something for the earth colors, the browns and the burgundies. And I like wood, and brown goes with wood. And the burgundy, I don't know. I also I saw I came to really like colored things. A lot of colors in my life. At some point, I guess, in my 20s, early 30s, I was wearing a lot of blacks and then a lot of plain colors, just gray with gray, blue with blue, whatever, just plain. Well, and then for some reason, recently I got into a lot of colors. Anyway, I wanted to talk about. I was watching Casey Neistat, uh, and for those of you who don't know him, he's a vlogger from New York City. He pretty much, reinvented vlogging, right? I mean, before it was like I'm doing here. Basically, you have a camera and you talk to the camera, and well, because Casey is so wonderful at filming and so incredible at editing, and he was filmmaker before starting a YouTube channel. Uh, he took vlogging to a completely different place. I mean, Nirvana. I mean, I love watching his old stuff still. Uh, Maybe he's been doing this, I don't know, 10 years maybe. So, just amazing, amazing guy, very high energy. He does a lot of sports, which keeps him fit and gives him the muscles and the energy to attack the day early and just to keep on filming and not to be lazy to do those A rolls, B rolls, C rolls, incredible music and doing the montage and putting it all together in the edit, spending the hours. God. I don't know if I can ever even become 1% of KC someday, but I really really love his style. I never admired people who do gaming videos. This is something I don't understand anything about. I'm not interested in gaming. I'm not interested in cooking, so cooking videos, that's not for me. Um, uh, you know, I mean, he does his day, of course, in New York City. He has a hectic day and a family. In the countryside here, I will try to do my days as well. Hopefully, we'll see together if I will manage it or not. But, you know, I mean, I don't really have that much to do here, that much that happens in my life. So, I guess I will find my niche in time. Um, but even if I don't, what the hell. I mean, this is maybe it's just gonna be, 100 boring videos of my life, and I will try to give you some tips and education because I really want to touch at least one person's life. If 5 years down the road, so if in 2027, when I'm, 55 almost, if I'm healthy, hopefully, if I'm still eating like I have been in the past few months, but before that I was extremely unhealthy. Um, if I'm healthy and all is well with my life, hopefully, I would like at least one person to have written me in the comments in those 5 years until 2027 to say, Tugi, you have changed my life for the better because I was inspired by you moving to the countryside, because I was inspired by you learning a brand new tool, a brand new thing called video. I still haven't started learning about editing, but I am hoping to maybe start with iMovie and then move on to something else. I did just download Camtasia, I think it is. Yeah, Camtasia. So I will try to learn Camtasia in order to record my screen on YouTube. Right now it's full of, you know, full of YouTube, learning YouTube videos, how to get started on YouTube and things like that. I was just watching actually Molly Burke's channel, and I discovered Molly through Casey Neistat, whom I talked about earlier. And well, the thing that really struck me, and I had to make a YouTube video about this, is that Molly is blind, guys. She is blind. I tell myself I had this horrible car accident. My right ankle is fused. I have an ankle fusion, which means I cannot move my ankle right now. I'm trying to move my ankle. I can only move this part. I cannot move this ankle. It's 90 degrees permanently until the end of my life. So that and my mother's illness and all these things that happen to all of us in life, right? All the sad experiences, sad events, which I tell myself, it's all stopped me. So, already my sign is Cancer. I'm extremely emotional and fragile. So with all this stuff that happened to me, my father dying, and after him I have no sense of commerce, no sense of my money. I have two step brothers, but I don't really see them. Just so much that happened. A lot of sad things in terms of getting, how do you say that, played, getting, you invest in a company, but it turns out that the founder of that company was fraud. He was a fraud, so I lost all my money there. And and then after I had to pay a lot of fines. And then a neighbor of mine fooled me into investing in stock market, which turned out to be complete lies. He was doing manipulation with my account, with my name. So now there's a case for that, and I will have to pay either a hefty lawyer fee if I win, which is still a lot, or if I lose a huge amount for fine for something I didn't do, but I have no way of proving that I didn't do it. So we'll see what happens with those things. But anyway, I want to come to this point. All these limitations that I have, right? All the sad experiences I lived in my life, all these moments of trouble and heartache, getting frauded, losing money, and having this horrible car accident where I almost died, having a permanent ankle fusion after that. um, divorces, heartbreaks, all these things that everybody lives, of course. Uh, but it has just um, created some sort of fear in me, a fear which stops me from moving, from doing anything. And I take everything so slowly. I am so afraid to make one step. I started filming myself like this, and um, but I have no idea how to do it. Um, I am just, I don't know, I think I am. It makes me feel good, I think, most of all, to be able to just send my message out there, to maybe one day somebody will watch it and they will say, wow, I guess I was not the only person feeling so depressed and with all these problems. Uh, but now I watched through Casey, Molly Burke, right? And she's blind. She has a YouTube channel. She has 2 million subscribers, almost 1.96 million. Um, and she's blind. She's blind. Of course, she lives with her mom like me. And her mom helps with the videos. She puts up the camera, makes sure that she's in focus. And I don't have my glasses. I can't even see if I'm in focus or not. And you know, uh, and there's an exterior editor who edits the videos. But she does it, man. This is incredible. Not caring about what people would think, the haters, people who would criticize. So, so hopefully we'll see. What happens with all these things in life, all the doors that happen, that are open for people. Um, it's just we should not lose hope, and we should really, be happy with what we have, be grateful with what we have, pray, meditate, feel good. Do I do these things? Very, very rarely. I don't do it enough at all. I have to do it much more. I have to learn to do it more. But we'll see, Um, uh, so it's just that I was really inspired by how Casey, never gave up. He worked so hard. And even Molly, who is blind, she never gave up. She kept on working. Uh, you know, Now I will follow her on Instagram as well, and see if she's on TikTok, maybe, because in 2022, the biggest three platforms are obviously YouTube, where if you can reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views in the last 12 months, uh, you're eligible to join the YouTube Partner Program, which allows you to slowly become monetized. Little amounts like $20 per month, $50 per month, whatever. But I still appreciate very much YouTube for doing such a thing, and Google for, you know, I'm a big fan of both Google and, YouTube. Um, and Snapchat came, I don't know, I tried Snapchat maybe a few months, just didn't really get the hang of it. I'm too old for it, I guess. Um, and Instagram I really like because I like pictures very much. That's why I preferred a hybrid camera. I didn't go for a video oriented camera because this camera that I chose, the Sony A7A4, I mean Sony A7 IV, it's a okay hybrid camera. It's not very strong for video work, for heavy duty video work, for high resolutions. It crops the image in 4K. If you try to film it at 60 frames per second, which is what you film if you want to slow it down, to do some slow motions, it also crops it, and it can only do it for a few minutes, I guess. But it's perfectly fine for me. I mean, this was something which was okay because I don't even know if I will ever be able to learn how to do slow motion or time lapse, what they call, which they leave the camera on for 1 hour, 2 hours, and then they speed up the passing of time, which is amazing. I love these shots, drone shots, showing the nature and stuff. But time will show if my head will understand these technologies and if I will ever be able to learn those things and apply them to my videos. So far I'm being ignorant and I guess a little lazy, just unable to focus on those things for the moment. I mostly started to watch, YouTuber lifestyles and lifestyle vlogs and how they act, how they live, those things. Um, but maybe in time, I have no idea. Uh, but I guess everything becomes, about storytelling. It's all about telling a story, trying to be a good storyteller without boring you, the audience, because you're putting aside your time and the attention spans, these days are very, very short. I mean, most of you already probably switched from this video because it's not in a fast pace. But as a personality, I am not a fast paced guy. That's why I didn't choose a fast bike, an e-bike. I chose Riese Müller Nivo model, which is an okay bike for just going around. It's easy to get your leg up and down. Uh, Mostly for elderly, I guess, for people who do take it easy, which is me. Um, I may not look very old, but I guess because of all the things I lived in life, and because I got so used uh, after my accident, after all the hospitalizations on the surgeries, um, I just couldn't manage to just switch it off and just break it off and just be more active. Despite my fused ankle, there are a lot of people with a fused ankle who are much more active than me. They learn to live with the pain. I mean, this is not a pain that kills you. When it really hurts, for example, if I walk right now, since I'm in such bad shape, if I walk for half an hour, it will hurt very much the evening and the next day. But then if I rest the next day, the day after it will get better, and the day after it will get better. And 2 days after I will be able to walk again. So it's not a pain that kills you. I mean, it's totally sustainable. You just have to put your mindset, get ready to deal with it and to make your peace with it. Other than that, you know, uh, it's just a matter of psychology. I mean, if you want to, like I was watching about how to make YouTube videos, and some people are saying, you know, your first videos will be horrible, like mine are right now, right? Because you don't know editing, you don't know how to add music to it, you don't know how to make it more exciting. You are not used to talk in front of a black, dot, which is the camera. Um, Everything is so foreign to you. Everything is so new to you. This whole being filmed, filming yourself, and then doing something with that footage. But if you try to make 1% better every time you film, right? You do, let's say, you try to do one video per week, and every time you do one thing, one very, very small thing better, I don't know, like getting a microphone, learning about sound, and then next month learning about how to add a little bit of music in the background, but also learn how to arrange the sound of that background music so that it doesn't overwhelm the video. Um, and then maybe learn, about editing, so that at least you can first cut the beginning and the end, because now I go and turn the camera off and you see that. Um, so just 1% every week or every month even, it will make a difference in a few years, right? So the same thing goes with self-motivation, the same thing goes with fitness, with losing weight. As the French say, petit à petit, little by little, right? Baby steps, that's a beautiful expression too. Petit à petit, and baby steps. Um, you know, um, if I can do that for my motivation going out of the house, because I'm so comfortable in the house and so secure and happy, that I really, really don't want to go out. I mean, like my sister, she lives in the next village and she invites me, and I say, well, let me think about it, maybe next month or something, it's crazy. It's like I'm so secure in my comfortable zone in the home that it's very hard for me to go anywhere. Uh, but then again, sometimes when I do go and force myself, I am so happy that I don't want to come back. At some point, I thought, do I have, that psychological disease where you can't leave the house? I guess, what is it called, agoraphobia or something? But that's not it, because when I want to go, I really want to go, or even if sometimes I don't want to go that much and I go, and then I'm so happy I don't want to come back. I mean, I love to travel, for example. I wasn't able to travel for many years, but before that, when I lived in Europe and when I lived in Boulder, Colorado, or in New York City, and I would travel so much to Hong Kong, to Bali. God, I mean, especially countries where you get off the plane and you meet such a different uh, types of people, types of scenery, paysage, and the vision and the food. I mean, the first time I went to Asia, I was mesmerized. I was in love, in love. Um, that street culture, those merchants, those, um, just the different kinds of food, the dumplings, and the sweet things, and the little weird things that you never tried before in your life. Mm. So, when you have bad experiences in life, um, your heart is broken, and then you just close yourself. You just close yourself in your cocoon, in your bedroom. It's very safe here. You feel comfortable here with your pillows. You know, you have many pillows. You put one leg like this and you just go like this. And you're so happy and you get so used to this comfort. But it's like water under you slowly getting hot. You know that story about la grenouille, the frog, the frog that was cooked, but the water was getting hot so slowly that the frog got so comfortable and he was like, oh my god, this is so nice. The water is getting so warm, I might as well take a nice sleep. Just sleep in the warmth of the water. And before you know it, you just, you're dead. Well, I guess in the frog's case, I mean, when the water gets boiling, you try to run away. But like mountain climbers, right? I mean, the crazy bastards, the ones who die on K2 or Everest. Like K2 is supposed to be the hardest mountain, I guess, but even though Everest is the highest one, K2 is the most difficult one. So they go to K2 and one night the weather changes, things don't go according to plan, and they are so ambitious. They want to say, okay, let's stay for one more day on the high camp and try to make summit the next day, and then the next day is the last day they can, so they push themselves to make the summit. But things go wrong. They know that it's going to take a lot of time, and then they're going to be very dark when they get back. They will be tired, but still they risk it. Maybe some of them don't risk it, but those that risk it, they go to summit. They have that adrenaline, serotonin explosion, and but what happens is that when they're coming back, it's extremely cold. They're very, very mountain sick, and they get so tired they just want to rest for just half an hour. So they're like me in my days. I guess the last few years of my life, they just let themselves slowly go into a comfortable sleep for just half an hour, they say, and then I will make sure to get up and get back to life. But then that half an hour extends to 1 hour and then 2 hours, and it's so comfortable, that sleep, that comfort zone is so comfortable that the next thing they know, for those in the mountains, they just freeze. They freeze. It's I imagine that they slowly freeze, that they once they fall asleep, they don't even understand how they die. So I think it's one of the most beautiful deaths, I mean, it's a wonderful way to die, because you die while realizing your lifelong dream. You die while doing something that very, very few people in life are able to have the guts to do it, have the courage to do it, and this is your life. You choose to do it, and you choose to make summit in that horrible weather, knowing very well the risk that you may die there, and you die there. I think that's so beautiful. I wish I could have a death like that. And if not a death like that, then I really hope that I can have a death where I don't suffer much, that I don't have a disease where I suffer for many years, because in today's hospital technology, my God, they make you live with all these machines, but are you really living? Is that called living? I mean, you survive hooked to these machines, right? or even worse, you are sick but you live. You are in pain but you live. Like horrible cancer diseases and kidney diseases. Ah, God, if people would have the courage, and if it wasn't forbidden in their religions, so many people in those conditions, those horrible conditions, maybe they would prefer to do something about it, but that's easier said than done. No one, when it comes down to that, because I know I tried, you're not able to pull the trigger. You're just not able to do it. So dying is not easy. For some of us, living is not easy. For some of us, we have mental problems. The body is in good shape. You have parents who love you. You have money in the bank, but you have psychology problems. I mean, I'm taking Prozac because of all the shit I went through, and because I was so afraid of my mother, who's next door. She almost died, so I got just crazy about it. Crazy about it. Still have nightmares about it. Right now she lives, but she's in a bad shape. She doesn't eat what she should. She doesn't drink as much as she should. You know. Speaking of drinking, let's have our tea. What kind of tea is this? In Turkish it's called ada çayı. En français I don't know. In French I don't know what they call it. It is green leaves of a tree, and I see that I have a hair particle in there. Anyway, hair is only protein, so it's fine, I don't care. I used to know this in English. It's supposed to relax you and help you sleep, right? Doesn't really do much for me. I mean, I go to sleep at about 4 a.m. these days. Even though I also take melatonin, Spring Valley melatonin, 10 milligrams. Riente, niente. Yes, it's Melissa. It's not Adachi, it's Melissa. I guess in English it's Melissa too. Melissa tree. From Melissa tree? I don't know. Melissa tea from Melissa tree. Well, the reason why I can make these videos so long and I can just be in my bed and relax is because nobody is going to watch these movies. I mean, these videos. I mean, nobody. Why? I'll tell you why. Because YouTube will not recommend this video to anyone. Why would it? First of all, it doesn't know what this video is about. Oh, but this helps me. This is helping me actually. This is sort of like going to a psychologist. You guys are, if anybody is watching in the future maybe, you are my psychologist, my strength. Oh, sorry about that. I mean, sure, it's normal. I mean, who cares about Tugi's country life? I mean, they're like, who is Tugi and why should we give a shit about his country life? It's true. I'm watching now YouTube videos which say if you want to become a successful YouTuber with many people who follow you, you have to find a topic and you have to inform the people, you have to educate the people. Why? Because you are new, you have 0 followers. In order for you to, for your channel to be shown to people, and even if you want to help people like I do, you need to be shown, right? To be able to help. How can I help you if you don't ever see me? So in order for you to see me, My only chance is to be shown to you in something you search. Because I have no followers, I am not a popular web page or YouTube page or channel. So my only chance is to have some interesting keywords that people search for. For example, how do I get rid of nightmares? Oh God! Now I'm on the yawning on the camera. So I guess if a lot of people search for how do I get rid of nightmares, and if I do a video about that topic, specific topic, that topic is written in the title. You have a thumbnail image which is only one or two words like get rid of nightmares, or you just have nightmares question, and I have a picture like, or I have a picture like I'm afraid of nightmares, like and it says here nightmare question mark, and then at the end as the thumbnail title it says how to get rid of or like 5 ways to get rid of your nightmares, and not a very long movie or video like this one. 10 minutes it's supposed to be the sweet spot for YouTube length. So 8 minutes, 9 minutes video, 10 minutes video about how to get rid of your nightmares with the proper title, proper thumbnail, and tags. I guess not many people go by tags, but still it won't hurt. Just put the tags nightmares or how to get rid of nightmares tags. Yes, so over the next 3 years, if 100 people search how to get rid of nightmares, and if you don't have a lot of good quality competition, you will get clicked on. Mind you, not watched, clicked on. Now, to be watched, it's a different thing, right? Now you have to learn how to make a movie, how to use a camera, how to film, focus length. Like here, I'm probably, as far as I can see, I don't have my glasses, but I am too far away. I have to zoom the lens a little bit. But I like it like that. So guys, then that movie will be watched maybe 100 times if you don't have very high quality competition. Oh yeah, and if you want to be watched, it will be clicked on, not watched. If you also want to be watched, then you will have to do intriguing and what we call sticky content. Sticky content means content which is fast-paced, like Casey Neistat. The reason why I'm in love with him is that his content is boom, 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 boom. It's like his own energy, right? My energy is mellow. I'm a guy who spends most of his time on this bed. So it is the truth, the God's honest truth. Even when I try to go to walks in nature, maybe half an hour, or do my e-bike for half an hour, that's it. The rest of the time I'm here. And even when I can, if I managed, I try to eat a sandwich or something here while watching this. I never wanted a television here. I'm very happy with my laptop because I can put it anywhere in my bed. If I want to turn, I can turn that too. But this is me. I'm basically not a couch potato, a bed potato. At 50 years old, I'm a guy who spends most of his time in bed. I guess my first sponsor could be a bed company. So all your bed companies or pillow companies, I'm your guy. You can be sure that I can make darn good testing of these things. Of course, my dream is not to spend all my life in this bed. My dream is to learn about living in nature, learn about bushcrafting. I love watching bushcrafting videos, my God. either with talking people or with just ASMR, where it's just silent and the guy goes to the nature with his tent. He cooks himself food, some sausage, some cheese, and some peppers, and he knows how to make fire. He's a survivor, and he's also doing some sort of a craft, either leather, something with leather, which I would love to learn that, or with wood, carving stuff with wood. I want to learn that, and in the shower I love to sing. For example, I put some silly goose songs in my TikTok channel, because nobody knows me there. I mean, it's not like anybody knows me in YouTube either. But who knows? Maybe in 2 years, 100 people will know me. But in TikTok, I have like zero views. It's okay, I don't mind. I do that totally to relax. Really, it's a décharge. It's just a decharging, like getting rid of my energy. And like the other day, I learned about different effects. Like I covered my head like a woman, and I did some song like "I love you, don't leave me." I mean, it was so silly, but I love to be a silly goose sometimes. It's okay. This is my personality. So I guess that's about that. You know. I mean, I can talk for hours, but I guess this is gonna be hard to upload, so I'm just gonna cut this session here, and next time we will talk about another topic, and I will try to film also myself in the daytime, because I go to bed so late, like 4 a.m. I wake up in midday, like 12. I eat and drink my coffee, and by the time I come to my senses, I guess it's like 2 p.m. And then there's always things to do. I look at my cell phone and look at Instagram, and TikTok is a big thing, which I newly discovered actually. It's April 2022, and Tugi discovered TikTok, which, what a shame on me, but that's why I want to do a lot of content for the elderly, for the technology beginners, for people who don't know things like me. Actually, I want to make content that I would love to watch, right? So it has to be soft spoken, slow, and that explains technology in a very easy way to understand. Like, I want to do MacBook review. I am very happy with this MacBook. I don't know how to start. I put a skateboard thing underneath so that it doesn't glide. This is something I'd like to talk about, because my previous laptop unfortunately fell, because these things are so expensive. I was so mad at myself that I did incredible inventions like that to just keep them from gliding again. And if anybody, if anytime in the future watches this thing, by the way, what happens to the channels of YouTubers who die? Do their channels continue, or does YouTube know if the family notifies? Do the potential earnings in the future years of that YouTuber go to the direct inheritors of to his family? What happens there? If anybody knows, first of all, if anybody watches, and then among those 1 or 2 people who watches in 10 years, if anybody knows about those things, write down in the comments. Even if it's 10 years down the road, so even if it's 2032 that you're watching this, and I am then 60 years old if I'm still alive. God, I can't imagine how lazy and what a you know, wow, what a meatball I will be, köfte, they say in Turkish, köfte, meatball. He's a lazy couch potato. Can you imagine me when I'm 60 years old? I'm already like 50, but I'm always like in bed. So when I'm 60, I'm probably just gonna be walking with a cane and just like, hello, hello guys, how are you? By the way, I am still trying to learn for the past 10 years how to make this iMovie thing work. It's just so darn complicated. I even went crazy. I told myself, if you purchase Adobe Premiere Pro with triple X Queen X5, whatever comes up then, you will definitely then learn it because you'll have spent so much money on it. I did spend the money. I don't know how to use it. I didn't try to learn it. I can't learn it. So I don't want to be like that. But so, you guys tell me what happens, and I guess I will know because I will see myself too in the future. God, what a smart comment to say. My channel is definitely gonna explode. I can feel that. Yeah, I mean, if I keep on saying such clever things and give you such key knowledge, like, I guess I will know how I will be in 10 years from now because I will see my channel too. Wow. Ah, c'est génial. This is genius. Just a genius idea. But anyways, I really love to talk to you guys anyway. I mean, if anybody is listening or will be, I don't know. This is like therapy. This is definitely like therapy. A lot like therapy. Where you don't have to pay $200 an hour. YouTube won't pay me shit either because my content sucks. And I will not be monetized, but it's fine, it's okay. But at least, I'm having fun on my own. Perfectly happy on my own with my shrink therapy. I should call these sessions shrink therapy, right? Yeah. Tugi, not Tugi's country life because I have no life for the moment. I don't do anything, taking the camera out, for action, uh, you know. Summer is coming, it's almost summer. I bought a kayak, inflatable kayak from Decathlon. I want to do a review on that too. It's still in its box, obviously. Because it was winter. No, it's not, because you're lazy fuck. You're lazy AF, as they say. Can I say as fuck in YouTube? I don't know. Well, don't get used to saying, don't curse, I mean, why would you? Do you realize you're talking to yourself on YouTube? Yup. That is true. I love talking to myself too. It's pretty much the same thing, because nobody will be watching, so it's fine. Yeah, you're right. So anyways, okay. Let's try to finish this episode of Tugi's fascinating life of Tugi. Fascinating country life. Woo! Riding horses, snowshoe, in snow winter camping, with knife skills, bushcrafting, making spoons, learning how to sing. Oh, oh. Anyway, what can I say, guys? This is me. And since no one is watching, I salute no one. And I love no one. And you guys are awesome. How about if I do a fake Oscar acceptance speech? Let this be Oscar. By the way, I got so mad at Will Smith for punching this guy. I mean, what the hell, man? You were laughing, and then you go and punch that guy? No. Lost all respect for you. You don't really do those crazy things, even if you love your wife. It has nothing to do. It was just a joke, guy. And you're supposed to be in entertainment. Okay, so this goes. Thank you, guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not have this Oscar plate which says congratulations to Tugi from YouTube for having 7 people who watch your annoyingly long and just like uh, really slow and boring videos for 7 viewers in the last 10 years. You have obtained the record for the lowest watched content on YouTube. In and of itself, that's actually, I think, an accomplishment, right? Because I am number one in something. It's better to be a number one in being the lowest watched guy as opposed to not being watched at all. Or not being any ranking, anything. I don't know. Anyway, I guess the smellicity tea is doing its thing. This is my mom. When she dies, you guys will be all I have left. If anybody will be watching, but still I will talk to you. Even if nobody watches, it still makes me feel good. Love you guys, and I'll see ya when I see ya.